My name is Lucy Capalbo. My age, I'm 83 years old.
My name is Kay Toogood, and I'm 71 years old.
أول حاجة إن يشتغلوا ويكافحوا لأني طبعا.
It is not a problem with this generation. It's just a way of living. We had a different way of living, that everything was strict. There were things, when you come home, you change your clothes, you put your regular clothes on and sit down and do your homework. You have a glass of milk, some crackers, that's about it. But today, it's a different story. They have video games, they're more interested in that than doing homework. But it's not a bad generation. It's the way of life. We can't condemn the generation.
Hi, what's wrong with today's generation? I think there's a little too much social media, being on like Instagram or where nobody goes out to play. I remember we were out all the time playing outside, jump rope, ball, all kinds of things, badminton. And
with the new generation is that they are brought up on electronics, and it's so to them that they, once they start, they don't want to stop each day. And seems my experience is that when you try to tell them you have to eat now or you have to do your homework, they don't want to stop playing video games.
دي أول حاجة. تاني حاجة لازم الكبار يخلي بالهم من الشاب بدل ما يمشي في الغلط وبعدين صعب إن نجره تاني ونرجعه.
Okay, some things we could fix by telling the children the video game comes after your homework, then you'll have the video game, then you stop for supper, you eat, and homework has to be done. Second the video, then when it's time to stop, you stop and do your homework and you have supper. That is the end of it.
I think this could be fixed maybe by the parents monitoring how long the child is on the computer or on his iPad or his phone and playing games. Maybe say they have to go out and play outside for a little while or something. I think maybe that might be it.
Or if someone offers you an experience, and even if you think you might not like it, you might like it, and you never know what's going to give you an interest that you'll have for a lifetime. You know, some hobbies, topics, you know, things you can learn or experience as a child that give you enough motivation to pursue it in schooling and in college, and could be a lifetime's work, and something that's a pleasure will never be work, but you get paid for it.
كده احنا الكبار نخلي بالنا عليهم، عينينا عليهم، بحيث ان ايه ياخدوا بالهم دايما قبل ما يقعوا في الغلط.
My generation and your generation, a little more freedom should have been in my generation. It was too strict, and that's not too good either. You have to have a little freedom, but not overboard. You still have to watch what you are doing and the way you take care of yourself. That's it. More than that, it's up to the individual.
Hi, I think the younger generation can just learn from my generation, maybe the earth more, and so when they're outside they could see the beauty of the trees and the just going to the park and the sunset, and instead of, you know, always being indoors. A lot of kids are just indoors, so maybe they could go outside and appreciate the beauty of nature.
My generation and your generation, a little more freedom should have been in my generation. It was too strict, and that's not too good either. You have to have a little freedom, but not overboard. You still have to watch what you are doing and the way you take care of yourself. That's it. More than that, It's up to the individual.
دي أول حاجة. تاني حاجة لازم الكبار يخلي بالهم من الشاب بدل ما يمشي في الغلط وبعدين صعب إن نجره تاني ونرجعه.
Maybe the younger generation could learn to appreciate the earth more, the sunset, and instead of, always being indoors.
With the new generation is that they are brought up on electronics, and it's so natural for them that once they start, they don't want to stop each day. And seems my experience is that when you try to tell them you have to eat now or you have to do your homework, they don't want to stop playing video games.
بتاعهم يتعلم أول حاجة النظام والتعاون، ويعرفوا إن كان في ربنا وفي ده وفي ده، حتى يحس بالأمان.
Audio Jungle.